exceptional. It's something that everybody is going through with a lot of sometimes a big stress, sometimes big happiness, because family is together. Everybody is doing their own things. We are happily, connecting also with people, because with us, it is in Center for Social Research that we have continuous work going on. We have already had a lot of work online.
Right.
So morning meeting, evening meeting, we are all happily, and then also cooking good food, which I never thought that will be something that I will be enjoying. So everything is going on very well. But certainly it's a matter of great concern that COVID is not going to go anywhere, and we have to live with it.
Right, ma'am. But I suppose, like all things evolutionary, which is essentially what this virus is, I'm sure we will learn to cope with it. And there are, influencers in various fields of work like yourself, who I'm sure will help us to cope better. So, ma'am, I wanted to start off by asking. I wanted to acknowledge that at least over the past decade, movement, upward movement, progress in terms of gender conversation, both systemic and societal construct wise. Of course, there are glaring gaps which we are all aware of. But with the coming of COVID-19, do you think that the initiatives that have made progress so far, what do you think the plight of those will be? Will it be a setback of some kind?
Well, certainly the gender agenda is having a great setback. A lot of, because never any of the governments, including our own government, our own policymakers, saw this whole crisis from gender lens. There was no planning, there was no thinking about it, that, because every incident, everything that is around us impacts men and women differently, and that lens has to be there to understand how it has been different. So women have lost their jobs, there is no mobility, there are, women have been locked down inside the house. Now if the relationship was already violent, then they're living in that violent relationship within the homes, and as a result, as you know already, our National Commission for Women and Government Women Child Development Department has already talked about doubling the cases of domestic violence. So certainly women are facing more violence, their voices are being silent, and also in some sense that, for example, I was just going through a friend's conversation with a friend who lives in US, and she was saying that, look, I have not been able to send my academic paper, but my husband, who's also an academician and a professor, he managed to send his paper because he found the time to do it. So in every which way, whichever field the women are, they're losing out. And when we come back to India and look at what is happening with migrant workers,
Yes.
women are on the road, street. You know that pregnant woman really delivered a baby on the roadside. So much of it, they've lost jobs in people. So certainly there is need for this setback to be covered by special strategies, special targeting. And I would say that COVID period, women are losing out a lot, much more in terms of even frontline workers. Look at the female doctors, nurses are universally women, and so many nurses got affected. So even the illness, so health wise they are losers, they have lost their job. So livelihood wise they are losing a lot, and also in terms of violence in home, it's a very different experience, because they have to look after themselves, children, family, elderly need special care these days, because it's really difficult for the elderly to survive this crisis. And this we are seeing that it is affecting the COVID is affecting much more the elderly people. So I would say that gender gender agenda has certainly got a very big setback.
Right. Yes, ma'am. I mean, we are also following what you've been saying, and it does seem like quite a damp squid on that front. But, ma'am, since you're in the thick of things, are there at all any opportunities? And I ask this because, at the beginning, when the lockdown began, at least on social media, people were very excited about sharing responsibilities at home and, things like that. Maybe that was just a small flicker. But I want to hear from you, ma'am. Are there at all any opportunities in this that this COVID-19 and lockdown have given us to work further on gender issues?
Well, we have to start looking at various possibilities. Most important thing is that women will have to find ways and means to really engage themselves at home, not only for serious work and academic work and writing and doing things, but also in terms of lighter side of the life. They should also find some time for themselves to be able to visit, museums which are online, read interesting novels and books which are online, play games, look at movies and things. Lots There are lots of those things, and also learning opportunity. There are so many courses which have gone online, which one thought were never accessible. So it's good for, especially for young women, to join those courses and learn something, upgrade their skills. We are also marketing a lot of skill courses during this period. So young women are joining those courses. You can so knowledge building, entertainment. You can also learn good dishes, how to do good cooking, and how to, and also men who are at home. This whole men women relationship has to get into the situation of new normal. And this new normal is where men are all equally contributing and happily contributing. They must not start supervising what women are doing sitting at home, but they must come out and start engaging themselves equally in childcare, in cooking, in cleaning, in washing clothes, ironing. I mean, you don't know how much. And also, I think it's very good because men now will realize how important women's work at home is, and how much hard work it is, and how tiring it is. Because
Yes.
when they go to the offices and sit and work and come back and also, what have you been doing? And then women also think that, oh, I was at home, I do nothing. So I think that perception will also change. So I would say there's a whole range of change which will have to happen during this, and will happen. I'm very sure that we cannot go back to what we were before COVID came in. It has to be a new normal with new norms, new values, and living together will change. The norms of living together will change between men and women inside the home.
Yes, ma'am. And I think of everything you said, towards the end, you said one thing which is that women also sometimes when they're at home, they think we are sitting at home and doing nothing. I think that's a very fundamental point where women themselves need to value all that they do at home, and that will probably change the perspective of people who are around them, men and elderly and others, children, right? Um,
Yeah.
if we value what we do. Ma'am, I also want to congratulate you for being amongst the 100 most influential people in gender policy in 2019. And
Yeah, thank you. That was quite a surprise to me. It's been past 2 years, like 18 also and 19. Continuously, they have identified. Yeah.
yes, and not only congratulate, I would like to thank you as one of the young women in this country for putting our country in the global gender conversation. Thank you so much on behalf of all the young girls and women. Um, uh,
Thank you.
Ma'am, on the CSR website, one of the things you'll talk about is a gender just society. So, how does CSR really define gender just? Are there some key points that go into that? हमारे अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए अगर आप शेयर कर सकते हैं कि इसका डेफिनेशन क्या होगा, एक जेंडर जस्ट सोसाइटी में कैसा होगा इस जी।
Look, I mean, the fundamentals, or you can say the real norms for having a gender just society will have to be, the equal access, equal opportunity, equal respect for dignity and for women. Unless there is equal access, there is equal opportunity. If there is equal, also that women are given the chance to grow equally in society, and also not getting subordinated. If between men and women relationship, if women are not seen as someone who's who should be controlled, whose life should be under fear, and all kinds of surrender that they have to do, and there are not equal rights, they are also citizens. So a gender just society will treat every citizen, men women, equally. So not only from their own side, from the families, communities, society, but state also has to do enough. And look at during this COVID, we were expecting a lot of more response in terms of creating support systems, structures, spending some money on women who are getting into this situation of domestic violence. But do you see much happening? No, because women are not treated at equal footing with men, and that's the reason this unequal status in relationship is what defines our status in Indian society. And if we want a gender just society, then it has to be justice for everybody equally under the rule of law that we are living in.
ओके। और मैम सीएसआर काफी सारे इनिशिएटिव्स चला रहे हैं आप इस टाइम पे पर्टिकुलरली, बट इवन एट अदर टाइम्स। तो फिलहाल आप रिप्रोडक्टिव और चाइल्ड केयर में एंड आल्सो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस के मामलों में इस वक्त पे खास करके क्या क्या इनिशिएटिव्स जारी हैं, अगर आप हमारे साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं प्लीज।
देखिए, अभी तो जो काम हम लोग करते रहे हैं, जिन लोगों से हम लोग कनेक्टेड हैं, जैसे राजस्थान में हम लोग वाटर को लेकर के गांव पंचायत की महिलाओं के साथ बहुत काम करते हैं। बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ का हरियाणा में हम लोग नोडल एजेंसी हैं। मेनका गांधी जी के ज़माने से उस पूरे काम का हम लोग हरियाणा में पूरी तरह गाँव-गाँव जाके प्रचार प्रसार कर रहे हैं। और अभी हम लोग ऑनलाइन बहुत सारा काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि देखिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग में फिज़िकली जाना तो संभव नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन लगातार कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है। और ये गनीमत है कि हमारी जो गाँव की औरतें हैं, उनके पास भी कुछ, सबके पास तो नहीं कहूँगी, यही बात यहाँ पे भी डिसएडवांटेज है औरतों का कि सबके पास स्मार्टफ़ोन की एक्सेस होनी चाहिए। टेलीफ़ोन ही तो है, छोटा-सा फ़ोन तो है, लेकिन स्मार्टफ़ोन नहीं है, तो वो बात नहीं कर सकती, मिल नहीं सकती हैं। ज़ूम पे जैसे हम और आप बात कर रहे हैं, वो नहीं कर सकती। तो हम लोग काफ़ी सारा इस तरह का काम कर रहे हैं, अभी भी कर रहे हैं, रिप्रोडक्टिव राइट्स के बारे में भी काम कर रहे हैं। सीरीज़ ऑफ, जैसे आप ये वेबिनार कर रही हैं, हम लोग भी बहुत सारे वेबिनार, और उसके अलावा हमारे जो सेशंस हैं, उसमें बहुत सेंसिटाइज़ेशन और ट्रेनिंग के सेशंस बहुत सारे चल रहे हैं। अभी भी हम लोगों ने जो काम किया कि जो मी टू मूवमेंट का ज़िक्र अक्सर आता है, तो हम उसमें भी सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट एट वर्क प्लेस की ट्रेनिंग वगैरह की है। तो ये जितने हमारे मैंडेट एरियाज़ हैं सेंटर फॉर सोशल रिसर्च के, उन सभी एरियाज़ में हम लोग कंटिन्यूअसली ऑनलाइन जितना काम अपनी कम्युनिटी के साथ जुड़ के कर सकते हैं, वो सब कर रहे हैं। और साथ-साथ में कोविड में देखिए ये सब काम से ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है एक मज़दूर परिवार के बच्चों की और उसकी सुरक्षा के लिए कुछ न कुछ मुहैया कराना। तो हम लोग उनके लिए राशन है, जो उनकी ज़रूरत की चीज़ें हैं, उसके लिए फंड मोबिलाइज़ करके हम लोग उन तक पहुँचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और ज़्यादातर आरडब्ल्यूए जो रेज़िडेंट वेलफेयर एसोसिएशंस हैं, उनकी मदद से इस काम को कर रहे हैं हम लोग।
ओके। मैम, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि इस वक्त पे औरतों के लिए और भी ज्यादा मुश्किल हो जाता है, पर्टिकुलरली उस स्ट्रेटा ऑफ सोसाइटी में जहाँ पे शायद हर औरत के पास एक सेल फोन ना हो या एक्सेस नहीं हो कि दूसरों को, किसी को वो अपना दुख बांटे किसी के साथ। तो खास करके उस सेक्शन ऑफ वुमेन के लिए कुछ मेजर्स हैं मैम जिनसे वो रीच आउट कर सकते हैं हेल्प के लिए?
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल है, नंबर एडवर्टाइज़ किया है।
We've lost ma'am. So
Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay, so I was just saying that, just like National Commission has a phone number, so everybody can go to their site and try to access their number. And also we have advertised, so you have to go to www.csrindia.org, and you will see that there is a whole numbers of people whom you can contact directly. There is email listed where you can send your email. You can, if you can't, because what we are finding is a lot of women who are living with families and who are facing this trouble are not able to come out. They're not able to come and talk to anybody. They're not able to send messages to people for help. They're not able to call the police. So we have given the possibility, even we have transport ready, at least in Delhi. We are sending them to bring the women out of the family. So those are the arrangements we have made at our own end. At the same time, National Commission is doing a lot for such women. And also a lot of work is being done by other NGOs across the country, where women can access help. So please try to find all these numbers. They are all there online. Even after the end of the program, I will send you the numbers so you can advertise it after the program. We can have those numbers advertised, and we can see that we are able to, give help to these women.
All right, ma'am. थैंक यू मैम. अनदर एक और जो चीज है काफी वरीसम चीज है, स्कूल के बच्चे, यंगस्टर्स, या फिर आप अडल्ट्स को भी ले लीजिए, पर्टिकुलरली यंग अडल्ट्स. आजकल हमारा जो कम्युनिकेशन का मीडियम है वो फोन और इंटरनेट हो गया है, सोशल मीडिया साइट्स वगैरह. और रिसेंटली जो बॉयज लॉकर रूम का इंसिडेंट हुआ था, दैट वाज प्रोपगेटेड बाय, इट वाज एन ऑनलाइन बॉयज लॉकर रूम. और बहुत चर्चा हो रही है कि पेरेंट्स और स्कूल्स को थोड़ा सा ज्यादा विजिलेंट रहना पड़ेगा, और वो रिलेशनशिप नहीं रहा जहां बच्चे अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. तो आप कुछ एडवाइस दे सकते हैं पेरेंट्स को और स्कूल टीचर्स को अबाउट how to monitor these things and what can be done to prevent such incidents?
देखिए, बहुत ही अनफॉर्चुनेट है कि जो सबसे गंदा चेहरा इस समय समाज में औरतों के प्रति, इवन इतने छोटे छोटे बच्चों का सोच इतना खराब हो, जिसमें क्लास की अपनी बच्ची दोस्त की फोटो को वो लोग न्यूड देख रहे थे, वो लोग ग्रुप रेप करने की बात कर रहे थे और उनको लग रहा था उसमें बड़ा मजा आएगा. इस तरह की जो सब चीजें हो रही थी बॉयज लॉकर रूम में, एकदम अनएक्सपेक्टेड था. लेकिन हम लोग जान रहे थे कि अंदर अंदर ये सब कुछ चल रहा है. बहुत सारे लोग इसको इग्नोर करते हैं. पेरेंट्स बड़े शान से बोल देते हैं कि देखिए, हमें नहीं, हमारे बच्चे को आता है ऑनलाइन क्या करना चाहिए, वो हमारा सारा कर देता है. लेकिन ये ठीक नहीं है. डिजिटल पेरेंटिंग आज के वर्चुअल एज में बहुत जरूरी है. हर पेरेंट को ये जानना चाहिए कि आखिर ये जो सोशल मीडिया पर बच्चे हैं वो क्या कर रहे हैं, और वो जान सकते हैं, सिस्टम्स हैं इस तरह के. और दूसरा, बच्चों को भी, वो भी बहुत असुरक्षित हैं, क्योंकि अगर इफ द चिल्ड्रन आर जस्ट openly online and they are just not protecting themselves by all these mechanism that has been given to them by the social media platforms, then if they're not protecting, they don't know how to mute, how to report, they don't know how to keep their password very safe. All those, there are many ways to do that. अब मैं आपको ये बताऊं कि हम लोग सेंटर फॉर सोशल रिसर्च की तरफ से वी थिंक डिजिटल, एक प्रोग्राम जो कि फेसबुक के कोलैबोरेशन से नेशनल प्रोग्राम है, फ्री है, ऑनलाइन है. आप उस पे आकर के, स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल आ सकते हैं, वो लोग पहले देख लें क्या चल रहा है उस प्रोग्राम में, कैसे हम लोग सिखा रहे हैं ऑनलाइन जो नेटिकेट क्या है. एटिकेट तो ये जिंदगी में है, नेटिकेट क्या है, और फिर किस तरह से आप उसको अपने स्कूल के बच्चों तक पहुंचाइए. मतलब अगर ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग के लिए वो करेंगे, उसके लिए कोई चार्ज नहीं है, बिल्कुल फ्री ट्रेनिंग है. लेकिन आज की परिस्थिति में बहुत जरूरी. गुड़गांव में देखिए, एक बच्चा 11वीं मंजिल से कूद के उसने अपनी जान दे दी. क्यों? क्योंकि इंस्टाग्राम पे उसको ट्रोल कर रहे थे. और क्यों ट्रोल कर रहे थे? क्योंकि किसी बच्ची ने, जो कि उसकी क्लास में 3 साल पहले कोई घटना हुई थी उसके साथ, जो खत्म भी हो गई थी, म्यूचुअल कंसेंट से जो भी हुआ था. मैं उसके फादर से बात कर रही थी अभी, वो उन्होंने मुझे सारा डिटेल भेजा, बाद में हम लोग उसको फॉलो अप कर रहे हैं. अब मानव नाम है उस बच्चे का, जो कि सारे सोशल मीडिया पे वो है, तो आप हैशटैग मानव करके देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा लोग कितने डिस्टर्ब है उस घटना से. लेकिन हम कर क्या रहे हैं एज ए सोसाइटी? क्यों नहीं हम प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं अपने बच्चों को, और बच्चों को क्यों नहीं हम सिखा रहे हैं कि आप जब जो बच्चे देखते हैं वही तो सीखते हैं ना. तो अगर परिवार के अंदर पिता माँ को मार रहा है, अगर आप गंदे गंदे एक दूसरे के प्रति, एक दूसरे की पत्नी के बारे में, एक दूसरी महिला के बारे में मजाक कर रहे हैं, तो ये सब कुछ करने से बहुत कुछ बच्चे वही सब सीख रहे हैं. सेक्सुअल जोक्स हैं, शाम की पार्टियों में अमूमन लोग बहुत सारे लूज सेक्सुअल जोक्स की करते हैं. तो फिर 14 साल का बच्चा क्या चाहेगा? वो भी तो ये सब कुछ देखना, सुनना, करना चाहेगा ना. तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि ये वी थिंक डिजिटल और डिजिटल पेरेंटिंग ये बहुत जरूरी है. आज जो सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड का, कि हमें हाउ टू बी डिजिटल सिटीजन. ये एक नई बात लगेगी सुनने में. मे बी पीपल थिंक दैट वी आर टॉकिंग व्हाट इज दिस डिजिटल सिटीजनशिप, बट आई एम टेलिंग यू द टाइम व्हिच इज कमिंग बिफोर अस post covid will be virtual, will be digital, and we have to be digital citizens. We have to train our young people, young boys and girls, to be able to understand, learn and protect themselves and be safe. And मैं तो खुद ही फेसबुक के और ट्विटर के इंटरनेशनल बोर्ड की मेंबर हूँ, और मुझे मालूम है कि कंपनियों की तरफ से भी बड़ा प्रयास हो रहा है, लेकिन कंपनियों के प्रयास का तभी मतलब निकलेगा जबकि लोग, और हमारे देश का कानून भी बहुत कमजोर है इस मामले में, कानून भी कमजोर है और सेंसिटाइजेशन भी नहीं होगी, तो मुसीबत तो आने वाली है और दिख रही है मुसीबत चारों तरफ, इसलिए इसको बदलने की जरूरत है।
हाँ, और जो बातें आपने शेयर की उनमें कुछ बातें ये है कि पेरेंट्स को इंटरेस्ट लेना चाहिए, अगर उन्होंने नहीं सीखा है टेक्नोलॉजी या सोशल मीडिया कैसे चलता है तो उनको सीखना चाहिए अपने बच्चों के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए। और दूसरी बात, वो खुद के अपने बिहेवियर को भी ध्यान में रखें कि बच्चों के सामने, और बच्चों के सामने ही नहीं, क्योंकि बच्चे तो बड़ी जल्दी पकड़ लेते हैं डिस्क्रिपेंसीज जो हैं, तो ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव देयर ओन पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन दीज मैटर्स। एक और चीज मैम जो आपने शेयर की थी, ये जो शाम की पार्टियों की जोक्स होती हैं, सेक्सिस्ट जोक्स वगैरह, कई सालों के लिए हमने देखा है कि बोथ मेन एंड विमेन बिना इस बारे में सोचे कि वो एक्चुअली जोक है क्या और किस चीज पे काफी खुली तरह से हंसते थे, इंजॉय करते थे। आजकल जो है बिकॉज वी आर मोर वोक, क्योंकि अवेयरनेस थोड़ी बढ़ गई है आने वाले जनरेशन्स में, जो अभी की जनरेशन है, वी आर स्पीकिंग अप अ लिटिल मोर। बट कई बार ऐसे होता है कि जो लड़कियां बोलती हैं कि जो आपने बोला अभी, आपने उसके बारे में सोचा, उनको फेमिनिस्ट ब्रांड किया जाता है। ये कोई गाली नहीं है, तो एतराज नहीं होना चाहिए, अच्छी बात है। और जो मेन बॉयज स्पीक आउट करते हैं इसके बारे में कि हमें ऐसी बातें नहीं करनी चाहिए, ये जोक नहीं है, बहुत गंदी बात है, उनको भी ट्रोल किया जाता है। तो आप क्या सलाह देंगे यू नो टू पीपल हु स्पीक अप एंड गेट डिराइडेड फॉर स्पीकिंग अप अगेंस्ट दीज थिंग्स?
सबसे पहले तो ट्रोल शब्द का तुमने इस्तेमाल किया, और जो ट्रोलिंग है, डॉक्सिंग है, बुलिंग है ऑनलाइन, इन सब चीजों को रिपोर्ट करना चाहिए। और जो लोग बुलिंग, ये डॉक्सिंग और ये ट्रोलिंग करते हैं, उन लोग को आप उनको फ्रेंड मत मानिए, आप उनको अपने फ्रेंड ग्रुप से हटा दीजिए। आपको बहुत सारे और फ्रेंड मिलेंगे, कोई जरूरी नहीं कि 5,000 10,000 आपके फ्रेंड हो। फ्रेंड रियल लाइफ में तो एक दो ही फ्रेंड होते हैं, तो हर लड़के लड़की को ये समझना चाहिए कि जो हमारा क्लोज फ्रेंड है वो मेरे साथ ऐसी बदतमीजी नहीं करेगा, और अगर कर रहा है तो उसको हटाओ अपनी जिंदगी में से। ऐसे लोग, ऐसे लड़के बिल्कुल अपने पास मत आने दो, जो लोग कि तुम्हारे बारे में इस तरह की हल्की बातें करते हैं। और दूसरी बात ये कि जो the main question that why, how should these young people
Right.
really look at, sorry, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am. Are you able to hear me?
You can't see me, but you can hear me. No, nobody can
Yes.
see me. My office people are not able to connect, and my whole community of people I advertise, they are all saying that we are not able to connect. So I think next time the Zoom system that you will upload should also be a little bit, in advance informed. Anyway, so come back to the point. You are absolutely right that people have to, girls should report, and there is no shy. I mean, I'm a feminist. If I say I'm a feminist, maybe some people will, make some kind of a snide remark. They may laugh at me. They may think, oh, so she's seeing too much of herself, whatever. But look, what is most important for me is my respect, my dignity. What is most important for me is me as an individual should be, accepted by everyone around me, including all my friends, who I am.
Right.
So if somebody is trying to make these kind of jokes about you, you report, then you should not fear that you'll become the target. I know that, still it's a weak system we are living in. We don't have much legal protection, but at the same time, women will have to be, I mean, my generation, I have sacrificed all my life. So many people troll me. They not only threaten me, send me all kinds of rubbish. They threaten me of all kinds of consequences of what I do. And also they are not only me, they even talk about my daughter online. They will say all kinds of rubbish. I just delete and block them, or I report them. Reporting is very important. Social media has now made systems, all platforms can immediately take your whatever your posting is or down, or also your own presence down. They will just not allow you to come back on social media. Of course, people do make fake profiles, but then you will be arrested by the police the day you will get to be. So please don't feel fear. Fear is the worst enemy of any woman. Fear is the worst enemy. That's what is been instilled and ingrained in you as a child. वहां मत जाओ, उससे बात मत करो, ये कपड़ा पहन के मत निकलो, रात को मत जाना. ये जो बातें लगातार अनजाने जाने में पेरेंट्स हम लोग को सिखाते हैं, उससे हमारे मन में भय पैदा होता है. फिर हम अपनी परिस्थिति से फाइट बैक नहीं कर पाते हैं. पूरी जिंदगी घर में बैठ के, आजकल वी आर गेटिंग केसेस ऑफ सच बैड, kind, that how men are treating some cases. I won't blame all men and boys. A lot of men and boys are changing. They are adopting to the new normal. In fact, they're enjoying doing household work. Yes. But a lot of them are just being very violent, and women are silent. Why? Because they're fearful. So please, young women who are listening to this program, don't ever get cowed down. Don't ever accept nonsense, and never fear. Just say it. Just fight back.
Yes. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. I'm sure everybody who's listening to this conversation will be very, very joshed up by that, and hopefully they will be fearless going forward if they haven't so far. On a lighter note, so you talked about men who are enjoying doing household chores and things like that. There is one school of thought that says, and this again comes up very often on social media in conversations, that okay, so if men are cooking or doing household work, do they really need to be patted on the back? Or if they are looking after their babysitting their own child, is this something that they should be congratulated and patted on the back for? There's one school of thought that says that, listen, if they're doing it, give positive reinforcement so that they will continue to do it. There's another school of thought that says that they are supposed to be doing it. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Do women get patted on the back for doing it? So which school of thought do you align with? What are your comments on that?
Well, if they are trying to learn, adjust, accommodate, and feel happy about it, then they certainly need to be, told that, look, you're doing well and you will have much better life experience, and you will be more happier in future. So that certainly is something that they have to walk a step towards. Right. But the ones who are not doing it, who are resisting it, who just think that that's not their job, that's not their work, I think it's a big middle class crisis. For me, the middle class men, the lower middle class men, poor people do everything. They cook, they collectively go and work, they look after the children, because if the wife got the daily work for that particular day, the daily wage work, then husband will do everything at home. And I know many of these juggi bastis where we have worked for years, we know that men and women share a lot, because that's a survival thing. But middle class men, I think the biggest problem area is that, because that's where the value inculcated in their mind is, oh, this is women's work and this is men's work. Just as you're growing as a child, you will be told, अच्छा जाओ बेटा खेल के आ जाओ, और सुनो तुम मम्मी की मदद नहीं करोगी, चलो घर में जाओ, तुम इधर उधर उछलती कूदते मत फिरो, स्कर्ट मत पहनो, छोटा स्कर्ट मत पहनो. मतलब बहुत कुछ. अभी भी बड़े शहरों की लड़कियों को शायद ये बात नहीं समझ में आएगी, लेकिन छोटे शहरों की बच्चियां आज भी कितनी ज्यादा रिस्ट्रिक्शन में रहती हैं और सब कुछ उनको करना पड़ता है. तो ये जो एक्चुअली चिल्ड्रन आर बोर्न द सेम.
Yes.
Boys and girls, we make them into the boys and girls. What values we impart and how we divide the work for them, how we divide the life for them, how we give them different opportunities, more to boys, less to girls, and that's how the gender gets constructed. So I feel that this is important, that जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं मजा लीजिए, काम कीजिए. इस समय तो कोई परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है. आखिर आप भी खा रहे हैं, परिवार के लिए भी सबके लिए खाना बनेगा, तो आप बनाइए तो सही ना. रोज 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 आपको बना हुआ खाना जो परोसता था किसी, अब मौका है आप उसको बना के परोसिए. आप तरह तरह से बच्चों को खिलाइए. उनको बच्चों को जो थियरी बोलती है, जो रिसर्च बोलता है कि जब फादर चाइल्ड रेयरिंग करता है तब बच्चे ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो जाते हैं और उनके अंदर ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. तो आप उसको ट्राई करके तो देखिए ना, मौका मिला है तो. और आने वाले समय में करना ही पड़ेगा. लेट मी टेल यू, थिंग्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू गो बैक टू व्हाट इट इज. लॉट ऑफ पीपल फॉर ऑलमोस्ट होल ईयर आर गोइंग टू वर्क फ्रॉम होम. तो अभी वो लैपटॉप पे बैठ के काम कर रही है, तब तक वो बेबी आ गया रोते हुए, तो कम से कम उसको तो संभालिए ना. ये तो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. It's her job is equally important as your job, but a lot of men don't think that their women's jobs are important. So I have a feeling that this has to be. I mean, let's pat the back of people who are doing it with caution. That look, you have to do it. There is absolutely no choice. And if you create fuss about that and start, kind of creating tension and fights, then that's not nice.
Also, you've shared a wonderful point in saying that in showcasing that there is research to say that a child's well-being is strengthened and improved with the participation of the father. Because I'm sure many women are taking note of this, because often women get told that women are so good at multitasking. Whatever a man does, a woman can do it 10 times better. So let the woman do it all. So I'm sure many women will now take this line and research, look it up a little bit to build a robust argument and share it with the fathers.
Yes, and also it's not a joke. It's a patriarchal conspiracy that you have venerated motherhood so much. So without mother, what will happen in children? No, it's equally important. Parenting is important. It's not just motherhood or fatherhood. It's both. It's parenting. It's the just the other day, nursery children were taught from a very prestigious school online. Just to give you an example, so they were all the time, so tell mama to write this for you, mama to do this, mama is sitting next to you, ask her to switch off the mic, mama is doing. I was so upset. I wrote to the principal saying that please, it is not only mama's responsibility to put this child in front of the laptop to do the class. It is also papa's responsibility, dadi dadu's responsibility, anybody who's at home. Why you keep saying mama, mama, mama? Mama may be having that hour a meeting for her own office. Right. Why are you assuming that this mama is free all the time to sit with the baby, get everything done? And so much these schools do just for burdening the household women to do much more for the child as a homework, and papas don't participate and the children don't do well, then mama is to be blamed by the school. PTA also, they will call the mama and say, oh, to aapne ye nahi karwaya bachche ko, dekhi ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. So I think it's really changing. You have to embrace change. If society has to grow, we have to change. We have to share. We have to have a shared parenting instead of mama papa parenting.
Right. And in fact, of course, it's definitely a very serious problem, and patriarchy's got its nails really dug into our existence, and I think it all across all levels, which is why I brought up that point, so that we can even in higher middle class, upper middle class and beyond, some of these norms still exist. So that's great information you've shared, and a lot of confidence for a lot of people to stand up for themselves. Ma'am, since you are on a global list interacting with other gender influencers, is it okay to ask, where does India really stand as far as gender policies, as far as our as far as thinking about gender goes, in terms of how evolved we are? Where do we stand vis-a-vis the rest of the world?
I don't know. There are different indicators. Is while the UN comes out with the Human Development Report, where they scale the countries according to their gender development. There is also World Economic Forum, where that we have slided a few points again, and we are really in the bottom 40 countries out of 180 countries. We are really somewhere we are losing out a lot. Let me tell you what is the reason. The reason is that our violence data is growing. Our public place violence like rape and all becomes a global news every time, and we are not dealing with them properly. Now, we are not working hard enough creating systems, structures and support to change. We in fact are responsible politicians and people who are in the front line of leading the policy make statements to build rape culture in the country. Now we have only 14% women in the parliament. Now, I mean, this is ridiculous, because even Pakistan has 20%, even Nepal has, even Bangladesh has more than us. So what is it that is preventing our country to give women more role in leadership and policy? Then again, when you look at the female feticide, that brings our data down all the time when they look at the indicators. Also education. We still have almost 1/4 girls not in the school. Even if they are in the school, they are dropouts. So all these, education, health, still our maternal mortality rate is so high. So
Right.
when you look at all these data, and then when you look at, and those are the ones which are calculators and indicators when all these reports are prepared. So we have to work very hard. And I hope and wish and pray that our governments, I think in your state, Nitish ji did give 50% in the panchayat, but I do not know what is stopping him from giving 33% in the state legislature. He can do it. They don't have to, like everything, states are putting their foot down till national government wakes up to do all this. Let the states go ahead and do it. And as long as women are getting getting equal position everywhere in society, if they are not getting it, then we will remain far behind in terms of global index,
Right.
gender index, that is called G.
Ji, ji. Um, and ma'am, I mean, are there any specific challenges that have जो आपके नजर में आए हैं इस वक्त पे खास करके with regard to transgender to the transgender section of society on which we could.
देखिए, जो सबसे ज्यादा सफरर्स इस समय है वो लोग हैं जो ट्रैफिक विमेन हैं, और जिस तरह की परिस्थितियां हो गई हैं उसमें बच्चों और महिलाओं की ट्रैफिकिंग बढ़ने वाली है, क्योंकि गरीबी होगी, भुखमरी होगी, तो ये गरीबी भुखमरी से जुड़ी हुई समस्या है। और जिस तरह से माइग्रेंट लेबर को तो पूरी तरह से निग्लेक्ट करके इस समय काम किया गया, लॉकडाउन हुआ, अच्छी बात हुई, बहुत सारे लोग, पर डेटा तो रुक नहीं रहा है। अब हमारे यहाँ चाइना से ज्यादा कोविड हो गया है इस समय, तो उनके लिए कोई व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए थी, नहीं हुई, तो ट्रैफिकिंग का बहुत बड़ा, वायलेंस का बहुत बड़ा सवाल उठ रहा है। उसके साथ साथ जो बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज हमारे सामने आ रहा है वो लाइवलीहुड का होगा। जब रोजगार अवेलेबल होगा तो पहले पुरुषों को मिलेगा, और
जी,
महिलाओं को कहा जाएगा घर रहिए, अभी छोड़ दीजिए, बैठ जाइए, अभी संभालिए। ऑफिस वगैरह के लोग भी चाहेंगे कि पहले वो मेन को एम्प्लॉयमेंट देंगे। तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि एक तो लाइवलीहुड का सवाल, ट्रैवल ट्रैवल का सवाल बहुत बड़ा आएगा कि कहीं ना आना जाना, कुछ नहीं, आप कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएंगे अभी बहुत समय तक। तो ऐसे में फिर जो न्यू नॉर्मल इमर्ज करेगा उसमें क्या करेंगी औरतें? तो जेंडर चैलेंज बहुत ज्यादा है, और एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पॉलिसी बनाने की जरूरत है। संभव है नीति आयोग के जरिए उसको कर पाना, स्टेट्स के सारे विमेन चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट के लोगों को ला करके कर पाना। सिर्फ ये कहने की जरूरत नहीं है इतने बड़े मंत्रालयों को कि हम प्रेग्नेंट औरतों को खाना बांट रहे हैं। अब आप
जी,
9 महीना थोड़ी ना खाना बांटेंगे। आप थोड़ा बहुत जो खाना बांट रहे हैं ठीक है, जब तक चलेगा चलेगा, लेकिन वी हैव टू लुक टुवर्ड्स परमानेंट सॉल्यूशंस। And
राइट,
gender disparity needs comprehensive, intelligent, really well monitored solutions which can be presented to the country so that women change their lives. This cannot go on like this, the way we are being pushed behind, and COVID has further pushed us behind.
okay. Ma'am, is there anything else that I may not have touched upon? Is there any other message that you would like to share with all our viewers?
Actually, Deepika, this transgender thing, I just missed in saying what I was going to say. I think those are another community which has been always ignored, always ridiculed, always discriminated against. And I feel that, there is much more needs to be done, especially COVID period. They need to be really looked after. Special financial announcement should be made for groups like them, and also women who are working in the different, trafficked women who are already in prostitution. I think those are the groups which are not getting any benefit of whatever is happening at the moment in terms of helping them. So there has to be a special attention to those people. We should, and also disabled people. You
Mhm.
know, just somebody this morning told me that there is someone at the truck wala was taking this person after taking a lot of money from him, dropped him in Mathura and says कि आप बिहार पहुंच गए, पटना आ गया है। वो सो रहा था, उसको वहां से उतार के वो भाग गया। तो अब बताइए, वो वहां बैठ के बोल रहा है क्या हम पटना पहुंच गए हैं? मतलब look at the way human life
Hmm.
is being treated in this period. So I feel that we really have to do something about it, and that's the priority, that's the most important thing. Let us do something for our poor. They are the ones who make us live in these houses that we live. They are the ones who create, who deliver the vegetables to your home, food to your plate. They are the ones who are, our farmers, our poor, our migrants. We have to really start thinking differently than just urban rich, and all those fashionable clothes and all those things. Please forget about all that. Let's think about the real people of this country and do something about it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. We have your photograph here on the screen, but it would have, of course, been a pleasure if we could see you.
Look, I can see myself on this Zoom and I'm very much here. But I don't know what happened to your system, why you could not link it. So please, next time when you call, I did the whole interview because I knew it was announced and nobody I have advertised could join it. So next time, do better.
Okay, definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, I have one last question, which is, how do you unwind?
Okay, so what I'm doing these days, early morning, I think my granddaughter has to do her class. The class I have to sit with. Then after that, my meeting starts. Then we start online Zoom meetings with the office. Then we are doing lots of courses. I told you we think digital. We have skill training. Anyway, so loads of things the Center for Social Research does for women's advancement. So we do the work for that day. Then we, of course, as a family, we get together and have lunch together. Every day the dish is planned, a lot of discussion goes on. And my daughter fortunately, who lives in Bombay but who was back and is stuck with us, has no choice but to cook every day something. She's a chef.
Oh,
So you can yes, so you can imagine, every day there is this Thai meal, there is Lebanese food, there is something on the other. So I'm thoroughly enjoying. And then of course a lot of reading because I have to keep myself update. And that's what I'm saying, knowledge building is something that we can all do. Join courses, read yourself a lot of libraries are online. And also sometimes when I'm really bored, then I like to go to some virtual museum and visit those art exhibitions you can see through online, which one could never ever imagine that you could see those art pieces unless you travel to those countries and spend a lot of money. So I think so there are many things, and also the biggest happiness is the little one around, whole day tantrums and she's 4 year old. So there are tantrum, there are crying, there are happy moments, and she has to be kept at home. Can you imagine? And that's what I always feel about all the families, the fathers, the grandfathers, grandmothers, and everybody, and mothers who are looking after the young ones, 2, 3 children inside homes. I don't know how they're managing it. With one, it's handful. So that's how I enjoy it. And I'm quite, I feel that this should be over. I'm only worried about this whole uncertainty. How long? Where are we heading to? Will this COVID affect everyone, some people? Do we have enough infrastructure in our country? So those are the worries, that makes me feel a little upset and unhappy.
Yes, ma'am. As one can totally understand. We all have days when we're thinking a little bit more about it, a little bit less. But yes, it's there in front of us as a reality. But it's really refreshing. आपने शेयर किया कि आप अपने दिन में क्या क्या करती हैं और लगता है आप अपने आप के साथ अपने आप को डेवलप करने के लिए काफी टाइम स्पेंड करती है, इसीलिए आप इतना सब कुछ कर पा रही हैं. आई होप कि और लेडीज, गर्ल्स, विमेन भी आपसे एनकरेजमेंट लें और खुद पे टाइम स्पेंड करें, खुद को ग्रो करने के लिए. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मैम हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए और इतना सारा.
Thank you, and I hope the listeners enjoyed, though I could not be seen, but I've said what I had to say. Thank you, Deepika, very much. Bye, Mr. Khurshid. Bye, Advantage. Everybody, you all do great job and keep doing it.
Thank you so much.
We need to be connected with each other like this only. Thank you.
Take care, ma'am.
Bye.
To all our viewers, we hope you enjoyed the conversation. हमारे आने वाले हफ्ते में जो एडवांटेज डायलॉग आपके लिए लेकर आ रहा है, 2 मेगा सेशंस हैं. एक है सिस्टर बीके शिवानी के साथ जो ब्रह्म कुमारी हैं, ये 20 मई को होगा 2 से लेकर 3 बजे तक. और 21 मई को मनोज मुंतशिर, Bollywood writer and lyricist, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Advantage Dialogue. 30th and 31st में इंटरनेशनल परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ मुशायरा होगा ईद सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए. ईद के लिए हम एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेंगे जो 21st को सेशन होगा. उसके बाद हम एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेंगे. 30th और 31st को ईद के सेलिब्रेशंस होंगे इंटरनेशनल परफॉर्मेंस के साथ, मुशायरा के साथ, और उसके बाद हम वापस आएंगे जून में. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारा साथ देने के लिए. हमारे अब तक जो 16 एपिसोड्स हुए हैं उसमें 5 लाख व्यूअर्स हैं और 10,000 लोगों ने हमारे कॉन्वर्जेशंस को शेयर किया है अपने दोस्तों के साथ. आते रहिएगा, सुनते रहिएगा और शेयर करते रहिएगा. एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली, स्टे होम, स्टे सेफ, स्टे हेल्थी, बी वेल.